All right, guys. Welcome, Miss Munoz. We're gonna do this boom, boom, boom very quickly so we can KAT. Um, and I'm not gonna review everything. But yeah, let's get started. So for the winners of the day, we have Lift Hood, um, and Boeing. Uh, Boeing is gonna be tanking, so stay away from it. And wait until it gets down to a further level, which I think was closer to one. What is this one? Close to 120. Just let it go and deal with it later. Um, the losers of the day was Uber, but Uber made a big gap down, and then they basically came back up towards the end of the day. So uh I guess this was a few days. Oops. I guess this was a few days ago. On Thursday, uh, Uber made. What am I saying? Thursday, Monday after earnings, they made a gap down, and they've been kind of down on yesterday and today. It went down, but it came back up. So towards the end of the day. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. But also open. What's another loser today? Uh, just a continuation of everything that's happening. A lot of stuff in the real estate business. Um, People aren't buying houses, so it's just going to keep going down. We got to our out the 240 area, and now it's still going down. So now everything's gravy, guys. Um, and it also tanked too earlier, a few days ago, last week or whatever. It got to basically $2. So you basically probably should get out now. I would think. That's just my personal opinion. But you do you. Peton, some people were going long on Peton today. Um, Basically, I would probably we had the $5 area around that area that we like. Not sure if it's gonna get there. Let's see, five. That would ooh, it would have to fill the gap. If it did that, then it would basically get close to six or whatever. Um, I would just wait to see how far this goes up. We have some support here around 4.5 or so. Um, the earnings were terrible. Everything was terrible. Yet it's going up. So, um, so yeah. Um, Maybe you would want to short this now and just get out because there's really no reason why it should be going up. So, hey, I'm not against it. Dix had a bad day, over 3% down. And yeah, to me, it was a Wednesday, but it was a very relative weekday for a Wednesday. So I think tomorrow will continue week. Well, what the Fed said this week about not lowering the base interest rate, I think everything we're going to have a relatively weak week. If we come back, we're going to come back on Friday, if anything. But I think Thursday will be a continuation of the week, uh, um, a week, WEAK, week, WEEK. Um, in Intel, they got some bad news, but I think that was baked in the news with a Chinese customer not being allowed to provide for them. I think people knew about this, but I was trying to go long on here and I made a couple dollars, but I just got out because it just was bothering me. In the end, okay, it didn't really do anything. So it went down, but then it came back. So I just think this thing was flat. I think it was fake news with Intel because I think people knew about that. We won't talk about coin. Tesla was down, but who cares? Um, Tesla's weak anyway. Macy's is still holding strong, but relatively speaking, it's down. Google, it was down 1.25%. But nothing to write home about. Car is back at 120. You may consider shorting it again. No reason for this to come up. It did go back to $100, so I'm not against shorting it. It's just I don't know how it's gonna move. That's why I haven't moved on it. 1% down for AMD. Okay. Home Depot, who cares? It's high right now. Dollar Tree is on hard to buy. 50-day moving average it's just about to cross over on a 200-day. And there's really no reason why Dollar Tree would go up now. It had bad earnings. We're going into the spring, summer, and it probably won't start to come up until we get to the fall. Dollar Tree, Walmart not doing anything since the split. I do think eventually it will come up, but so far nothing. Target, same thing. It's been lackluster. I still think it will be coming up soon, but it did get an upgrade with no price target on it. But if you have paid attention to what we've been talking about, we did say that this gap was going to fill, and eventually we get back to the 225. Amazon was down 0.5%. Nothing to talk about here. It was just a weekday today, so it actually came back up. Bank of America, I'm not interested in that right now. The banks have issues. It's just that BAC is very large and it can weather the storm. Campbell's, nothing really to say about Campbell's. It's been weak. It didn't do what we wanted it to do. Never got up to that 55 level, 56 level. It's been maintaining itself around this 45, 46 area, but that's not good enough. Wonder what earnings is going to be like, but it disappointed me greatly. Nike, who cares? It's very weak. And yeah, if it gets down closer to 90, it may be a good buy. XOM, it's I don't know. It's when I get a feel for this and want to go with it, I forget, and I'm always trading with something else. So I think this is like an afterthought. XOM. So all I can say is generally when the market is doing bad, XOM is doing good, and vice versa. That's all I can say about it. Apple, nothing home to write home about. It came down a little bit, then went back up. Disney, some people were going long on
Can
Disney.
we look at the daily for Apple, please?
I guess it looked good for a while, but then it just went downhill. Someone wants to look at Apple as a daily. Basically, Apple had been relatively weak for the longest time. We got into the 160s. It did a crazy gap up because of earnings and other things were having earnings. Earnings were okay, nothing terrible. Um, Futures weren't that good for earnings. What was reported with everything that's going on in China, so it really wasn't a reason for it to gap up cray like this. Um, Other than people just wanted it to gap up. So I don't know if this will come back down, but I have to see something to believe it first because I just don't know. It seemed as if it was heading down. We had got past this level here, and after it gets past this level, you're on your way to 150. So to just bounce up like that, I just don't know. And it didn't make sense to me just for a 2% whatever. So that's just my thoughts. And then with the economy going the way it's going, that even makes a worst case. Berkshire Hathaway, they made their case, even though they said it was for taxes. Um, the point is, even if you love Apple, you still want to get it at a great price. And even if you love Apple, um, you still, um, if the economy is crushed, Apple will be a part of the economy. Um, Microsoft, it was up slightly. Basically did an upside down smile today. Um, Nothing really. It didn't change anything. McDonald's, I heard they were going to do a campaign for poor bright people and try to get the cheap or the poor bright person back again because it seems like poor bright people aren't shopping that. But
Because they're charging $20 for a burger. Come on now.
yeah, so maybe they'll make a better dollar menu. They're gonna do something. But so you would think that this is gonna keep turning, and we're gonna get to our low here. EBC was up. Not sure we thought we had been getting close to this 11, 10 to 11 area. It seems like we're hopping upwards now. All you can do is wait and see. This is a bang, so I'd rather get in late than early. Meta, no commentary. It did gap down, now it's coming back up, and it does look strong. So here, I would just wait. If you do get back up to the 500s, 510, then maybe you decide to short. But right now, you may just want to wait. American Airlines do it good today, I guess. Um, so yeah, I don't know. It seemed like all the airlines did good. Not sure why. I think maybe this is the calm before the storm because there is that.
Boeing did well too.
Yeah, because there is that airline thing law that now they're gonna have to give you a refund if like you miss your not you miss your flight, but your flight gets canceled or overbooked or whatever. So I don't know what this is. I think this is fake news probably. I think we probably should look at the airlines for short. Boeing is definitely not a good stock to be going long on now. I think the short term is a short. And I think the same thing for American Airlines. BA, same thing that I said about American Economy. And that's all I have to talk about. Gracias, gracias, gracias. Under 20 minutes. And yeah, unless Miss Munoz has something, we are good.
No notes or anything?
I gave you a couple things I called out. You probably missed them, but um, I know American Airlines put that on the short list. Um, in the airlines in general, And then let's see what else I could think of. I don't know. It's on my like on the watch list, but I forget the other one I had, but I did like American Extra Short.
¿Te conectaste, Fabián? Okay. Okay.
That's it.
That's
People.
it.
Open Uber. Yeah, that is it. Thank you. Like, subscribe, donate, send me $1,000,000. Whatever you think is best, I will accept it. Thank you. Have a good evening.
Peace out.